Hello everyone, and welcome along to another episode here on Somerset Farm, where I've been spending some money. Went and bought myself a truck, got a Mercedes X-Class. I did alter the price of it slightly, but otherwise we got that, and I finally got around to buying our very own combine. We went for the John Deere 2266 with the John Deere, I think it's an X60 header and header trailer, which we will be using shortly today. But first of all, I want to jump into our lovely truck. This thing's nice. The clock's not right, but it's close. It's just a minute and 12 hours off. But what we're going to do is we are going to head over to the bale sell point, and we're going to get some chickens, but we need to be able to feed them. So I'm going to nip into the shop and we're going to buy just maybe a single bag, possibly 2 bags of chicken food, depending on how big those bags are, what the capacity of them is, and such things. This thing is really fast, actually, 102 miles an hour. So let's see, we need, I think it's under pallets. No. Okay, there is 4 pieces. We'll get that. Yeah, it's over there. Well, I didn't know you could do that. Let's see, where is it? Over here. I'll just throw these in the back. Stick a strap over them, just in case. Now let's go and get some chickens. We're not going to get too many, but we are going to get a few. I crashed. I never do that. Honest. If I can remember where is I'm actually going, this thing is actually way too fast. Up by the petrol station, I believe. And the reason we're getting chickens is because eggs are worth an absolute fortune, so I want that fortune. That slid quite badly there. And there. Drift truck. I suppose 50 miles an hour on what is essentially just a dirt path is probably not wise. So here we are where the chickens are going to be. Well, I'll put that out. And I'll just dump that there and presume, yeah. So we'll get a rooster and then we'll get 10 chickens. There we go. That should keep them a little bit happy for a few minutes. It's fine. I'll have to spawn about everywhere. But now what we're going to do is we are going to head back down to the farm because we have some harvesting to do, of course. We've got all of our fields ready, to be honest, but we're not going to do the cotton field today, I don't think, because although it's ready, it's not as ready as it could be. So we'll jump into a tractor and get our trailer on the go. And you'll remember I split one of the fields in half. One of them has, one half of it has canola in it that's to be sold. Hopefully bring our money back up a little bit. And the other half is for wheat. Now that is for the chickens. Hopefully there's going to be enough wheat in that field to keep the chickens going for a very long time. You are not meant to drive this fast in this game. But it gives us a chance to try out the new John Deere Combine anyway. It's not a brand new mod or anything, but it's not one that I think I've definitely never used it on a Let's Play, on a recorded Let's Play. I think I have used it off camera though. Okay, matches the trailer perfectly. I think we don't really need the big Renault for this, so we'll just use the very greedy New Holland. Of course, when we do harvest the cotton field, we are going to need to get a trailer to collect the cotton bale, if you will. Hopefully there is a full bale. Bring this round to the field. I'm not entirely sure where exactly in the field we'll put this, but we'll put it somewhere. I suppose we could just leave it on the path for now. Let's go back and jump into the John Deere. We'll finally give this machine a shot. But it's nice to have our very own combine. It's not a new machine. If I was to have a guess, now this is purely a guess, I'd say it's from some time in the 90s. But that is an absolute guess. Possibly early 2000s. Not very good at driving it. Okay, now that we're no longer stuck on a hedge, and we're now fully unfolded, I thought it was unfolded more than that. Let's start this field off. I like how it changes for, presumably, specifically for canola. We'll find out when we go to do our wheat field. I just don't want some trees in this divide. Possibly a hedge, but I think trees. I think this is the opportune moment to have a time lapse. So I'll crack on with this and I'll see you guys when these two fields are done. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed that bit of a time lapse there. Got both fields done. The trailer is full of, relatively speaking, of canola. And I think we'll go and sell it first to get it out of the trailer. Or go crash again. That always seems like a theme. And then we'll go back and get the wheat, and I think what I'll do with the wheat is I'll give the chickens as much as they'll take, and anything that's left over I will just dump in one of the sheds down there. Because that seems like a reasonable thing to do, and then we'll get everything put away. And what I'd like to do is, depending on how much money we've got, we might actually see about getting a larger trailer. I think we're going to keep this one because it seems to be a decent height for the combine, but I'm thinking about getting a bigger one as well. But it all depends on how much we get for this bit of canola. Hopefully we make a reasonable amount though. It's not the biggest yield, but we're going to hopefully get good money for the cotton when we harvest that. I want to wait until it is good and ready before we do that. So let's see what we get for this. £17,000, that is not bad at all. So I'll go back and get the wheat and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, we are now almost at the chickens, and I was thinking about it. We bought, I can't remember if it was 400 or 4,000 litres of chicken food, and it didn't do an awful lot. So either this is going to completely fill it, we're going to have loads left, or this is going to barely scratch the surface and maybe fill it. I was kind of hoping to have enough left over to keep them going for a while. That's what my hope was, but don't know if that's necessarily going to be what's happening. Well, there is collisions on that. Reverse up to where we tip this out and see how well we do. Oh, still got loads left. So like I mentioned, I'm just going to tip it into one of these bays, and then if we ever need to feed them again, we can always just come down here with this tractor and the bucket on the front loader. If I can even don't have access to this land. Well, that's unfortunate. But that's fine. What I'll do is I'll find somewhere back at the farm and tip it there, and then we'll go and get this bigger trailer, because I think we've got enough money for it. So see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, as you can see everything's tidied up, and I've put the rest of the wheat in there, very small pile of it. We've jumped into the Renault just now because it's time for us to go and pick up the trailer. Now again, I've altered the price of this particular trailer because it was like £112,000. It's a bit much for a trailer. I don't actually know how much articulated trailers cost in the real world, but I don't think they're that much. So yeah, we spent around £37,500 on the trailer. I mean, we can say that it's not new. If that's not enough, I don't have any idea. And I also got a dolly. Now this dolly will eventually be sold again, because I will eventually have an actual truck, but for now we will have to use a dolly with these trailers. We might need a different dolly, unless I can. No, I'll get a different dolly and I'll be back in a second. Okay, went for a Fleagle one where the 5-point linkage is a bit more fitting, and of course we went for this in. There's a name for this red, but I can't remember what it is. But I figured the Reynolds probably the best one to take this because it has, I think, 230 horsepower. But I should point out, when it comes to driving with a dolly, I'm terrible. So there will be many more crashes with this setup, but I will try my best. You set the bar low enough, and whenever you don't crash, people are pleasantly surprised. Of course, there's traffic. That one can wait. Or not. But what I'd like to do is take this round to our buy anything station and get a load of, I think possibly sunflowers. I'm not sure if I've done sunflowers or not. If I have, let me know in the comments, but I can't remember what I have and haven't done at this point, so let's see. This is going to be expensive because this is actually quite a large trailer. I wonder. I was beginning to wonder if we were going to run out of money there. Ah. My amazing driving skills with a dolly. I'm not sure if it's wise to take this long back road, but I think I'll give it a shot. We'll just see how we get on. This is quite a large setup at this point. And I like a challenge. Of course, when we have a truck, it's going to be much easier because there's only going to be one articulation point instead of two. So the trailer is going to react more to what you expect rather than there being a weird delay with it. Almost missed a turn there, couldn't see it past the trees. Of course, in the next episode we are going to hopefully be harvesting that cotton, and that will bring us in quite a significant chunk of money, but I think this is going to make us a good bit of money as well. Now, because of the size of this trailer, I don't think we'll be doing a run in this every episode to sell things, because we'll end up with too much money, and with me also altering the price of some of the equipment, we'll end up with more money than we know what to do with, and that's not how I wanted this series to play out. But so far, no crashes. Seems like the harder the implement is to drive, the less I crash. We'll ignore the other crashes I had before with this setup. So this is almost at the cell trigger, which is of course in here. Right here, right here, in fact. See how much we make from this. I can't complain at that because we have a £25,000 cotton harvester to lease for tomorrow. So having that extra money there is a good thing. But I'm going to call this episode here for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, then you can hit the subscribe button. There's also a bell icon there as well, so that way you're notified of all new uploads and live streams, of course. And you can also find me on Discord. The link is in the description below. And as always, I'm on Twitter as well. The Twitter name will pop up on screen. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.